Okay, so let's jump right in. What if I told you that how you feel right now has less to do with what's happening around you and everything to do with the chemistry happening inside your own brain? We spend so much time waiting for something good to happen so we can finally feel good. But that wait, it can feel endless. Today, we're going to look at a totally different way to do things. And this is the core idea right here. Your brain has these built-in reset switches. This isn't about just thinking positive or trying to willpower your way into a better mood. We're talking about specific physical things you can do to literally change your brain chemistry and shift how you feel, sometimes in less than a minute. So, we're going to walk through all 5 of these switches, but you've got to stick around for the 5th one. It's kind of the master switch, and honestly, it's completely counterintuitive. In fact, most of us do the exact opposite of what works every single day, and it's making everything way harder than it needs to be. All right, so let's get started with the first 2 switches. The theme here is using your body to calm your mind. It's a body-first approach to feeling better, and believe me, it works incredibly fast. First up is the body scan reset. Okay, here's a super important idea. Stress and anxiety, they're physical experiences long before they become emotional ones. You know that tightness in your shoulders, a clenched jaw, that shallow breathing? Those are the first warning signs, and most of the time, we just blow right past them. And this explains exactly why the body scan is so powerful. There's a whole field of research that shows when you consciously find and release that physical tension, you're basically cutting the wire on the stress signal. You're catching the spark before it turns into a huge wildfire inside your emotional brain. So, here's the action plan. It's super simple. Just close your eyes for a second and mentally scan your body, from your head all the way down to your toes. Is your jaw tight? Just let it go. Are your shoulders hunched up by your ears? Let them drop. A quick 60-second scan like this sends a direct message to your brain that says, hey, we're safe. The threat is over. Okay, on to our second switch. This one works on a totally different biological pathway. It's called the extended exhale. And the best part is you can do it anywhere, anytime, and nobody will even know you're doing it. Now check this out, because this is something most of us never learn. Your inhale, it actually fires up your body's stress response. It's your fight or flight system. But your exhale, that's what activates your rest and digest system, your calm system. So the exhale is actually doing all the heavy lifting when it comes to relaxation. So the trick is simple. Just make your exhale twice as long as your inhale. An easy way to remember it is to breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, and then breathe out slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Just repeat that 5 times. Research shows this is one of the fastest ways to tell your nervous system to just chill out. All right, let's keep moving. So the next 2 habits aren't just about turning down the stress. They're about actively turning up the good stuff, the positive brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These are your action-based switches. Switch number 3 is the 2-minute movement burst. Now, we all know exercise is good for our mood in the long run, right? But what we're talking about here is an immediate effect that you can tap into anytime. And this is the magic number. 2. Just 2 minutes. That's it. Researchers have found that just 2 minutes of getting your heart rate up is enough to cause a measurable, immediate flood of those mood-lifting chemicals like BDNF, dopamine, and serotonin. So the action couldn't be easier. The next time you feel your energy or your mood start to dip, just get up and move for 2 minutes. Seriously, do some jumping jacks, run up the stairs, or, my favorite, just put on one song and dance like nobody's watching. The goal is just to get your heart pumping. By the time you sit back down, your brain chemistry will have already changed. Let's just pause on this for a second. Think about it. Not just a quick thanks, but when was the last time you sent a message telling someone specifically what they did and why it mattered? For a lot of us, it's been a while. And that leads us perfectly into our 4th habit, which is all about the power of connection. So habit number 4 is all about sending one specific appreciation message. And what's so fascinating is that this isn't just about making someone else's day. The act of giving that genuine appreciation releases oxytocin, the bonding chemical, and serotonin, the confidence chemical, inside your own brain. And here is the simple, powerful 2-part formula. First, be specific. Tell them exactly what they did. Second, tell them why it actually mattered to you. You see, a generic, hey, thanks, is nice, but this level of detail creates a way bigger neurochemical hit for both of you. It's an incredible tool for an instant lift. Okay, here we are. We've arrived at the fifth and final habit. This is the big one, the master switch. It's the one that most of us get wrong every single day, but it might just be the most powerful one of all. Now, there's a scientific name for this process. It's called affect labeling. It sounds a little technical, I know, but the practice itself is profoundly simple. It all comes down to how we deal with our own difficult feelings. Now, the neuroscience here is just fascinating. Studies out of UCLA found that when you simply name a negative emotion that you're feeling, you just label it without judging it. Activity in your amygdala, which is your brain's alarm center, it measurably goes down. You're not fighting the feeling, you're just identifying it. And this is the practice. This is it. When you feel that wave of anxiety or frustration or sadness, you just pause and you say the simple phrase to yourself. You give yourself permission to feel exactly what you're feeling. And this isn't about giving up. It's the secret to actually letting that emotion pass through you. And this right here just lays it all out. Our instinct, what we usually do is we fight it. We try to suppress it, ignore it, push it away. But the research is crystal clear. Fighting an emotion is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It just makes it stronger. What actually works is to just acknowledge it and accept it for a moment. So let's bring this all together, shall we? These 5 habits aren't just cool ideas. They are a real, practical, 60-second toolkit that you can pull out on any difficult day. So here it is, your cheat sheet. You've got the body scan to release physical stress, the extended exhale to instantly calm your nervous system, the movement burst for a quick chemical mood boost, the appreciation message to create connection and positive feelings, and finally, the permission pause to disarm those difficult emotions. 5 simple switches all ready to go in under 2 minutes. So look, the big takeaway is this. Difficult days are going to happen. They are absolutely part of the deal of being human. The question isn't how to avoid them, it's what you're going to do when they show up. You now have a toolkit, so the only question left is, which one of these powerful science-backed tools will you use first?